King Harold at King's Club Casino with professional baccarat. For anybody wanting to play professionally every day, you're in the right place. I'm going to show you how to do it tonight as we continue with our series on BLLLC, playing for BLLC Incorporated, growing his company with each session. We're going to try to grow it again tonight. We talk about playing this thing, baccarat, as a full-time job, as a full-time growth of your own personal company, or as a side hustle to grow your company as well, or just for your own spending money, just for your own freedom. You can do it any way you want to do it. But we show how to do it here using the King's algorithm that we began to develop a little over a year ago, when we have refined it and refined it down to where we're almost at 100% winning. And that's always a challenge. How can you get to win every time? Because the casino, the cards, the games, they throw multiple things at you in random ways. And for you to have one way to beat all their ways is what's required. We think we're really, really close. Perhaps we've already got it. Hey, Robert Simpson. Good evening, Gary. Good evening, Trish Graves. Man, I tell you, winter's upon us. I bet it's upon us up there in Toronto, too. What kind of temperature you got tonight, Trish? Is it reasonable, or are you getting clobbered up there? Let me know. Hey, Lester Castaneda, welcome. I don't remember the name, but you're welcome, sir. Good, good. Glad to have you here. Gil Rary, old friend. Welcome. Ted Rogers, old friend. Back at you, sir. Kings are in the house. They surely are. And Kevin Sprouse, good evening. We're still growing. We're growing, but the BLLC, we started with a $20,000 bankroll. We made $250 on January 4th session. We made $250 on January 6th session. We made $450 on January 10th. And January 13th made $250. Now, we made a little bit more than that those times, but we rounded them down and we said, well, BLLC, maybe you might spend some money on the way home. Oh my gosh, Trish. Oh, shoot. It's January in Toronto, girl. I'm telling you, tons of snow and very cold. Okay. Wow. Well, Bloomington, Indiana is 22 degrees tonight. That's kind of cold here, but the streets are dry and there's nothing to complain about when this is almost a warm front for some parts of America. And a lot of our friends up there in Wisconsin and Minnesota areas, they are freezing to death too. Michael Steinfeld, how you doing, buddy? Good evening. We'll get a few more in the house, and we're going to begin and try to make $250 more for BLLC. And keeping in mind that you would keep your money in a high yield account, so that you're going to be kicking interest to it every month as well. Used to be we could get 5% high yield accounts, but with the economy's kind of leveling off now, and drifting down, and the interest rates are drifting down, and so the high yield accounts are paying less too. But it's still a good place to keep your money because it's available for you, and you are earning interest every month. So maybe it's like 3.2 now, but that's still better than nothing, as they say. Okay, so BLLC, we use our betting sequence of 1, 3, 7, 11, 17, 23, 31, 40, 50, 60. And I am going to begin at the third level on $25 bets. The third level is the 7 unit level, 137. This is the betting sequence that is the King's own algorithm. Our algorithm is a holistic approach that combines selection with betting sequence and balanced off with discipline, patience, and humility. All those things come together and they allow you to go. When you get to 250 or thereabouts, we're going to call it a night. We're not going to press for more money. Now, if circumstances just give us more, well, we'll take it, but we're not going to press for more. So we're going to start with a $175 bet on the banker. We're going for $250. Whoops, that's the Chuck Ritter tie bet one there. We don't want that. Okay, so we got 175. This is the first bet. This is the third bet in the sequence of the 13711. So here we go. First hand. BL LLC came up against a natural from the player. So that puts us to the fourth level. This is a 3-bet sequence. And with a push, we're going to repeat that bet. And now this is the third and final. Any win was going to end it, but we didn't get any wins, and we're going up into the stratosphere on bets because that's what you got to do when you got to do it. So we will do as we are supposed to do. $425. Okay, so now we sit out and we wait for our next chance. We lost the first 3 bets. Obviously, if we'd stayed, we'd have won there. So with the flip over to the bank there, we're going to begin at the next level, trying to get a win. So with that very first win there, we are collected $575. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so we're supposed to sit out here. So we have no bet there after that $575 win. Don't have anything going on here. Waiting for the landscape for us to rebend. We're going to jump back in at that third level. Lost the first 3 hands, then won 1. Okay, we'll come back in at the third level as we restart. What happened was we lost 175, 275, 425, then we won 575. So we're going back to the 175 at that third level, trying to get a banker win. And we got it done. So now we are going to go down to $75. Nope, I'm going to sit out. This is not the right landscape here. Whoops. Oh my goodness. We got a bet out there and that was not good. Okay, well, I just dug a hole by accident, but that's okay. We wouldn't have done that at a game because you're putting the chips out, but just missed with my finger there, so that happens. We just tango on when you get caught in the tango. Hey, Dagsy, how you doing, buddy? Okay, so I've got to go to 275, I think is what I've got to go to. Nope, I got to go to 425 because of that. Okay. Now, winning at the 425 level, as I try to dig myself out of this hole that I made for myself. Hey, you just watch the king. The king can be anything might come out of the king's when I'm recording the show here. So I think we got a 3-streaker right there. That's of no interest to us. I'll come back in at $175 when we get the next landscape. Hey, Bill Latta, how's it going, buddy? Hey, Bill, we're playing the BL LLC, and the Kings already messed up tonight and dug a hole for the company. But we're gonna see can we get back out of it. It was an accidental bet. When I went to bet no bet, I bet a double bet down and took a pretty deep hole there. So let's bet 175 here, and we will try to get back on track. Hey, Chuck Ritter. So with that 175 win, aside from all of this mess that I did there, because I sat out one bet that we'd have won, and then I bet a double bet when I was trying to hit no bet, and so we lost that bet. So we've already won $250 for BLLC if we don't count the screw ups. But even counting the screw ups, we're up $57. So I'm going to continue to play this, try to reboot myself. Oh, come on, got to be amused a little bit. That's what I meant to do before hitting no bet. And we're looking for the landscape that we can restart our betting and try to get 250 tonight if we can. All of this is based on the actuarial mathematics that I put together of what's the strongest way to make selection, what's the strongest way to make the bets, and let's make the money every night. So we're going to bet in the middle bet right now, 175. This is the third level bet. This is where I like to start. This turns our sequence into a little bit of a D'Alembert because we don't start at the bottom. Like if we won here, we'd go down at one notch. It would be nice to win. Let's see if we can. Got a push there, so we'll rebet. And we managed to get a win. So we're at $223 there for BLLC. We started at 18,000. I dug us a hole of about $400. So we've actually won like $700 tonight, but we still are 223 up. And so if I take a look at this landscape, that's the landscape that we don't make a bet on. Actuarially speaking, the game can go either way here, and it did stay with the streaking banker for now. Hey, Joseph Gorecki, how you doing, my friend? I got you and Chuck coming in at the same time. I bet you it's cold in Wisconsin. I can bet. But you aren't as cold as Trish. Man, Trish is up there in Toronto, got snow up to the roof just about. It is terrible. So we got a single banker here. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter up to a 3-bet sequence here. And the very first bet we're going to make, because I got to get to 250, $25 would, I'm going to go ahead and start at 75 because I'd like us to get up to that. Banker bet for $75. Let's see how this turns out. So then we go to 175 on the banker. And these were sequences of 3. This is a sequence of 3 unless you start with the single bank. And single bank only goes the one win. But if you're coming back in after the single bank following the string of players, then you're going to play up to 3 like we did there. We lost to 75, but we won the 175, which put us well over the money. As you can see, $314 there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add $250 to BLLC for tonight. So I'm going to give you a review where we are. We started on January 4th. We started with a $20,000 bankroll, which is the real bankroll of the real BLLC, and he's doing this on his own, and playing on his own. But we want to do a demonstration of this is how you win the money, keep the money in the high yield account, and grow it. He started with $20,000 on January 4th. We won $250. A little more, but give him money for dinner on the way home. We won a little more than $250 on January 6th. We won a little over $450 on January 10th, and we won $250 on January 13th. Tonight, January 15th, we won $314, which gives BLLC $64 for dinner tonight, he and the wife, and $250 added to his $20,000 brings his high yield account for bankroll to $21,450. We're going to run this series and see how high we can get his account. I am confident that we'll win every time. With the last 5 sessions, we've won for BLLC. But then again, for the last year, we've won every night we've played. We've won every night we played simulations. We've won every night we play at the tables. We've won every night with the team that's playing out there. Many of the kingdoms, kings out there are playing all the time. And we've gotten some more money in to fund us for our Las Vegas trip that's coming up and for the play that we're going to do. I never enter casino without knowing full well all my exact strategies of what I'm going to do, and whether it's optimal or not. I'm going to go to South Point Casino, and I'm going to go with maximum bankroll, and I'm going to play their $10 table, and I'm going to begin at the 3rd sequence. And the 3rd sequence would be a $70 bet, and I'm going for $100 a session. I'm going for 8 sessions a day, $800 for the kingdom every day for as long as I'm there. I want to win $800 a day. And as we build what we have, I will change it to quarter tables, $25 tables, either at South Point or at Durango or at Red Rocks or M or Green Valley Ranch. And we also could do Palms because they have $25 tables there, and Orleans. But then we want to graduate to the $50 tables, because the whole point about this is this algorithm will win money for us as long as we win 30% of our hands. And you know what my joke is about it? If you're going to the casino and you can't win 30% of your hands, you are in the group that should be like the vacation movie. You should be buying a bullet and renting a gun. We're going to win 30% all the time. This latest refinement, I haven't got all the way into it with you, but this latest refinement is winning 40% of the hands. At a 40% rate, you make profit just like we just saw tonight, just like we saw the other night. And so I'm very confident about what we're going to do, but I also respect the game. And I know that the cards come at us in all kinds of ways. The whole point about this is we come up with a way that our way will win against no matter what the house throws at us. So we'll have to see how all that goes. So Sean Tassi, hey, how you doing? Welcome. To all of you, thank you very much for joining tonight. We made another $250 plus $64 of dinner money for BLLC tonight. And his bankroll is up to $21,450 now. So he's picked up $1,450 in 5 sessions, going for $250 a session. That's pretty doggone good. We're going to keep building on it, because leaving a casino with more money than you came into the casino is what we have to do. We don't want to just score some big wins while you're there and end up losing money. The only way to gauge whether you did well at the casino or not is how much did you come with, how much did you go home with. Tonight, well, we're going to go home with 314 more than we showed up with. And I think we're going to do it all the time. Michael Steinfeld, thank you so much. To all of you, Trish, pull that stocking cap down over your head and stay warm up there, honey. We love you, love all of you guys. I'll be back with you in 2 nights as we're marching toward the big championship of the NCAA on Monday night, which of course has everybody here in Bloomington on edge. But we're all excited about it. It's going to be fun no matter how it turns out. Thank you, Trish. Good night to all of you. The King bids you adieu.